morning out here. There's Dinah's debut. She's already in the picture. So, do you have plans for this weekend? Got some stuff going on. Got a graduation party tomorrow afternoon to go to. There's some friends of ours, their daughters graduated from high school, and we're going out to some other friends that have a swimming pool. Hi, Pam. How are you? So, we're going to go out there and cook out and swim and just see some friends we haven't seen for a while. So, I'm looking forward to that. Kind of kick off summer activities. What have you been doing, Miss Pam? It's really nice here. The wind's not blowing. The wind's really blown this year. And hi, Philip. How are you doing? Thanks for hopping on. So, I've had a busy week. I've got a busy day today, but I still thought I'd do this live. So, had really hot weather. That's a change, isn't it, Pam? You couldn't sleep? I'm sorry you can't sleep, Philip. That always sucks when you can't sleep. Uh, I've been sleeping pretty good. I've got the tail end of a cold, and you know how you think you've kicked it and you're on your way out, and then I don't know, kind of had a little setback. So just been really busy. You had a recital, didn't you, Pam? Was that for your students? Got my mosquito things going here. They're almost too much. Move one of them down there. So yeah, just been. I worked this week today. Then I thought I'd do a short live. I've got a friend coming over. We're going to do her hair. So, yes, I still do hair. I have those few that they're friends. Pam said, yes, the recital for my piano and voice students went well, just exhausting. Yeah, I bet it is exhausting. So, got the sun shining on me. I don't know. Might have to scoot up so I can see my screen here in the chat. So, you've been weeding, planting, mowing like a mad woman. Yeah, we sit out here and watch the grass grow. We've had a lot of rain, and I mean, I swear you can almost watch it grow. Missed doing your videos this week, but gonna do a coffee chat this morning. Well, good, Pam. Um, it looks pretty good right now, Philip, because it's rained a lot and it was mowed earlier this week, so it looks pretty good. Yeah, nice green yard. But then it starts getting hot, and before you know it, it's brown because it really gets hot here, and we don't get a lot of rain in the summer. It's starting to get really warm. The smoke's getting me. Usually it's blowing everywhere. It helps the mosquitoes. They're bad. The mosquitoes are bad. Well, of course, that's because it's rained. And I don't know, my nosy neighbor. Um, Good morning, Solo Retired Live. What's your first name? Pam says, I have a phone call with the principal today about teaching summer school. I'm nervous about taking on too much. Yeah, yeah. Leanne. Well, welcome in, Leanne. Glad to have you here. It's just a quiet Friday morning, and I'm outside. You can hear the birds, and I just get out here and just talk about whatever comes up in the chat, and we talk about it. So, um, kind of an impromptu live. Been trying to do more lives um, to trying to get my watch time hours up. So, hello, CL. You're listening while you work. That's great. Glad you're here. Oh, it's cold. They just hang on, and the cough's the worst part. Leanne said, I was just out on the porch. It's so hot in Florida. I'm not ready for it. Ha ha. New Zealand. Who's from New Zealand? JP11. Hello from New Zealand. Hello. Welcome in. Trouble has fun. Oh, I love the glasses. Thank you. Welcome, Philip. We don't have summer school in Australia. We have very short public holidays. You guys in America have really long ones. Yeah, we do. Sometimes. Well, we have summer, and usually kids are out of school for 2 months. Finishing off my coffee this morning. So, um, what do y'all got going on this weekend? Anyone got anything exciting going on? Like I said, we have a graduation party. And then Sunday, I've been invited to be on Jace Nomad TV. Hi, Miss M. There's Julie Jordan Scott. She's on one of the driving and listening crew. There's Granny, Southern Corner. Hi there, folks. So, how hot is it in Florida? We have had a cooler May, which has been kind of phenomenal because in April we had a day that it was 99 degrees, and I thought, oh, we are fixing to have a really hot summer. But then it cooled off, and so Julie said um, hello, Elizabeth. Hello, welcome in. She has walking with a friend tomorrow and dancing on Saturday night. Yay. It's 88 degrees now. You're swimming and making homemade ice cream. 80 degrees. So I just kind of church this weekend and I'm helping my friend with something. That's good. Northwest Florida, 80 degrees. Well, we are supposed to get up to 94 today. It's about 78 degrees right now, but it'll be 94. So um, there's Carol Ann. Welcome in, Carol Ann. How are you doing? So everyone's saying hello to CL. Granny saying hi there, CL. Philip, when I retracted my message, it was because of spelling mistakes. It's all right, Philip. I do that all the time. So, yeah. Um, so that's kind of what's on my plate. I have a busy day today. I'm doing a friend's hair, and then I'm meeting a friend at 2 for coffee. And then I have a friend that's speaking tonight that I'm supposed to introduce her. Got that going on. So I have a full day today. Um, Granny said, last day of school here today. Great, great. Pam said, tomorrow's work be at church. Last year I scrubbed the bathrooms on my hands and knees, hoping to get a different job this year. Show up early, then you can pick the good jobs, right? That's great. Philip said hello to everybody in the chat. Bless you, Elizabeth. Yes. Welcome everyone in the chat. Hello everywhere, because people come on here, they're from everywhere. Pam's from Canada. We got some Floridians. I think Granny's from Florida. Leanne said she was from Florida. Philip's from Australia. Somebody popped in from New Zealand. I just think that's amazing when you do these and these, people pop in and they're from everywhere. So um, that's really a great thing. So I was on Julie's. She was talking about books she was reading. I don't read a whole lot. I might have a book. I have a book I started. Got, I don't know, halfway through it and haven't got back to it. It's something about Magic Mind by Dr. Godey, I think. So Miss M said, "Have a great weekend, Rhonda." I'm going to. You too, Miss M. Elizabeth said, "Hello, Solo." And Philip saying hello to Pam. Granny said, "It's a wonder to have so many different places represented in your chat. The world is so much smaller than we actually think." Yes, it is. It really is. Of course, the lady that's interviewing me, she wants to hear about my experience of living in Saudi Arabia. And, it's so funny that I have run into people that were over there the same time I was. Um, and it's so amazing. You don't, Julie was saying that's, um, it's kind of a self-help book, Julie. I read a lot of stuff like that, you know, self-help and I'll read some educational stuff about my um, like counseling or research, stuff like that. But I have so many books. Some of them, most of them I've read. A lot of them, some of them I haven't, or I've read bits and pieces of them, or I'll go back and reread some of the old books. Hi, Mike. How are you doing? You working today? What are you doing this weekend? No more mudding. All those mudding videos. They're quite interesting. So, yes. It's funny, it was like Julie said, you talk about something that most people don't really expect or know about you, and I think that's people are always so surprised when they found out I lived in Saudi Arabia. And my first husband took a job over there, and the whole family went. We lived over there. Wasn't It was almost a year. You just deadheaded flowers to seed save. So how do you do that, Granny? Do you dry them out and then they crunch up and stuff, and then you plant the seeds? I'm learning all kinds of stuff from YouTube. I wished I had a raised garden. I wanted to buy a tomato plant, and at least one. I used to grow a garden years ago. I've had a garden. So, Granny said my ex-husband lived and worked there for many years. Yeah, well, my husband was civil service. He took a job over there, my first husband. And we were supposed to be there 2 years, but had a little incident, we call it, with my 14-year-old son, and we had to leave. Hey, that's a good trade-off, Philip. He said, I give my neighbor free Wi-Fi, and he does my garden. Sounds like a good trade-off. Granny said, yes, it's pretty easy and saves money. I bet it does. I noticed that there's a field over here, and there's some sunflowers growing. They're tall enough to see over my fence. So, yes, Miss Pam, you may ask how my hubby's feeling. He's doing really good. Um, and glad he's home and he's doing really good. So, pretty optimistic about all of that. Um, Swan Tails, hi, welcome in. How are you? I'm doing good. It's a good Friday morning. Weather's nice, birds are singing, the wind's not blowing a gale, which that has been um, happening around here. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and do a short live this morning before I got into my busy day. Um, I always enjoy doing lives. Elizabeth said, Philip, yes, it's good to share with your neighbor. Where are you from, Elizabeth? Peter. Yes, Peter, look at all the amazing people here today, along with you. Glad you hopped on. We're just chatting about what we're doing this weekend and kind of, I don't know, the great weather. It's so funny. I didn't watch the weather a whole lot, wasn't concerned with the weather a whole lot when I worked um, full time. I still work. My friends razz me, "You're not retired." I said, well, I'm retired from that 8 to 5 job with all the responsibilities. Now I just work 2.5 days a week. So Mike says hello to Peter. Yeah, Peter. Philip saying hello to Peter. Kenya. Well, welcome in, Elizabeth. There's Rhonda. Sometimes we only notice things when we slow down. Isn't that true? Well, it just wasn't a thing. It was what it was, and made sure that check the temperature for the week to kind of know what to wear to work, and that was it. And now it's like, is it going to rain today? Is it gonna? I just watch the weather more and the birds, and I have lots of birds out here, and I have a bird feeder. I need to put some seed in it, and then I'll have more. And squirrels. The squirrels like to attack my bird feeder. So, um, do you have a channel, Elizabeth? Leanne has a channel. Leanne says, I feel like I definitely watch the weather more than I ever did before. LOL. Yeah, I've become the weatherman. you know, it's so. Hi, Jessie. Welcome in. You're new here too. Granny, I forgot where you are at. Your grass looks great. I am in north central Texas, and we've had a lot of rain and cooler weather, so our everything is green, which, is not so common around here. So, Texas, yep, it gets really hot here, and the grass just dries up and dies and looks all brown and crappy, as you will probably see in a few months if I continue to sit out here and do my lives. So, Philip said, like and subscribe and join the family. We love having you here. Yes, we do. Um, and like I said, I usually go live on Wednesdays. Granny said, nice, love Texas. Got one of my dogs from Tyler years ago. Yeah, Tyler, Texas. So, Leanne said, I used to live in Conroe, Texas. Nice area. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you live in Florida now, Leanne. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I'm not, is it native Texan? I was born and raised in Oklahoma and moved here in 1975. So I've been here a long time, except for the year I bugged out and went to Saudi. That was in 1991. Been a long time ago that I lived there, but man, I still have vivid memories of just, I had such a great experience over there. So, um, Leanne, I'm originally from New England, but don't hold that against me, lol. All right, I won't. I won't. Are you a Yankee? I'm still Southern because I was born and raised 73 miles from where I live right now, and my first husband, we were from the same town, and he joined the Air Force, joined the Air Force, see the world. We were stationed in Little Rock Air Force Base and here. We did go on a short uh, temporary duty for 2 months to Vandenberg Air Force Base, which is in California. So I lived in California for 2 months. So and that was when we were still in Little Rock. We went back to Little Rock, and we went from Little Rock to here to Shepherd Air Force Base. So yeah, and then he did 9 years in the Air Force, got out, did civil service, and that's where he found out about the job in Saudi Arabia. Put his hat in the ring, and he got the job, and off we went. So we rented our house out and went over there for a year and come back and got back in the same house. So uh, it was a great experience. Went to Bahrain. We spent a weekend. We went on vacation in Dhahran. It was like being in Corpus Christi. The beach was like Corpus Christi, in Texas. Philip said, I would never want to live in California. I would really be scared of earthquakes. I know I never experienced an earthquake there. We had an earthquake that affected us here. We felt the tremors. That was weird. It was really weird. So our thing's tornadoes, Philip. We had a big tornado here in 1979. So yeah, big tornado. It was a mile wide. Stayed on the ground 60 miles. Just tore big old, just devastation right through town. So the um, tornadoes are the thing here. So somebody's fixing something. There's always something going on in the backyard. My dog's enjoying the sun where she's laying right there. She's she loves to sunbathe. That dog does. Well, and the other one's over there sunbathing. You have bushfires here in Australia. That would be scary. So, weather looks good. I know it's beautiful out here today. Bye, Pam. You have a great day too. So, I'm not going to be on here much longer. There she is. She wanted to debut. There she is. Dinah, there she is. She kind of stays behind the scenes. I joke about Mrs. Paula's dog's name is Rambo, and that Dinah is Rambo's girlfriend because they're about the same size and they've got some of the same bloodline, so it's kind of cool. And then of course my other little dog, my oldie but goodie, he's 16. She's 3. So well, I just wanted to hop on here and say good morning and hello everywhere, and hope y'all have a good Friday and do a short live. I've, like I said, I got a busy day, and it's going to be uh, not a rush, just busy, which is good. It's good to be busy. That way I don't get bored. And I know that when I first retired, wasn't really doing much of anything. I had a little bit of online telehealth stuff, and I got a little bit bored. So Bye, Leanne. Have a great trip to the grocery store. Got to do some of that later. We got to pick up some stuff to take food to this graduation thing tomorrow and pick up a card and do all of that sort of stuff to get ready for that. And, you know, just the usual errands do on the weekends. And that, so I'm going to stay on here just a few more minutes and then I'm going to go on and go myself. I have um, one errand to do before my friend gets here to do her hair. And so I thought, well, I can do a 30-minute live. It's just so easy to hop on and do a live this way. The other one I plan for, I have a topic. If y'all are new here, you can check out my channel. I talk about self-improvement. The name of my channel is Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley. And entreaty means to call upon another with urging comfort and care. And that's kind of what my channel's about. So um, I hope everyone has a good weekend and just remember to be you on purpose. And I'm going to go ahead and go because it looks like everyone's already left. So I will see y'all hopefully on Monday. Oh, I'll be on Karen's live tonight at 6. So if y'all are around at that time, YouTube over 40, I think is the name of her channel. We do a panel. There's usually about 5 of us, and we kind of talk about being content creators. And so uh, that's at 6 o'clock Central, 7 Eastern, I think is the time. So y'all have a great weekend, and remember to be you on purpose.